So this is Project Stravaig, a 68 Chevrolet Camaro that we've built here at Retro Power. Just about finished it this year. We just need to do a little bit more mapping and shakedown work and then it'll be ready for handover. I thought I'd take the opportunity to give you a quick show around the engine bay in this car. So this was kind of the focal point we wanted to create with this one. Lots of sheet metal work, so all of this is fabricated steel around here. Got a crate Chevy LS3. 480 horsepower version, and actually the coil pack covers here are just a standard off-the-shelf item. I want to say they're Holly, don't quote me on that. And we're running a wiring harness from SpearTech, but otherwise that's more or less as they come from Chevy. In terms of the rest of the engine bay layout, we're running bare brakes in this, and it has a hydraulically boosted brake system. This over here is the reservoir that's actually on top of the brake master cylinder and basically poking through a fabricated hole in the inner wing. But then to retain some symmetricality, we used a machined reservoir on this side and actually used the same top cap and caps that you get on the bare brake reservoir. But on this side, one of them feeds the clutch master cylinder, and the other one is actually the fill for the screen wash tank, which is mounted under the inner wing. Now there will be some laser etchings added to these caps so they don't get mixed up. That's one of the final jobs we need to do. Then at the front, this is your coolant fill. We've got a large fabricated radiator running all the way across here, and then there's been designed a oil tank that mounts onto this end of the radiator in a symmetrical position to the coolant fill on this end. So this cap over here is your brake boost and power steering fluid, because they're hydraulically boosted brakes, as I previously said. So that's your oil tank fill there. This side's coolant fill, but to avoid the ugliness of having a pressure cap here, we've got a normal sealed fill cap, and then the pressure release system is actually separate. So the radiator has a pressure cap hidden underneath here, and then the outlet from that goes into a expansion overflow tank under the inner wing. And we're using a sort of Japanese style system where there's a dip tube into that tank. So as the coolant expands, it ejects it into that tank, and as it cools again, it sucks it back out of that tank. But consequently, it means we don't need a pressure cap in the engine bay. We just have a check and fill cap here, so we can keep everything looking super clean and machined and everything matching. Then we've got the bonnet pins. So these are machined stainless pins, which go through into some machined bezels that we made on the bonnet. Let me just show you that. So these are designed to take these little machined pip pins, as they call them. So it's a stainless steel pin, little balls on each side that release when you press this little knob on the end here. And then we did matching bezels for those. And then because you want the bonnet to pop up slightly when you release it, we've done these matching little bezels with sprung plungers that push the bonnet up. And that completes the rather nice look underneath here.